And welcome back. It is not our NCAA football win total series. We've paused that for the time being. It will be done this weekend, though, and before those games on Thursday, August 29th, so we can get all of our win totals in. But right now, we got to drop our preseason top 25. The idiots have voted. All three of us have placed our votes, and we have our top 25 set. And we start with the others receiving votes. Top there was SMU. Both myself and Nick voted them in the top 25. Joe's high on them, but chose not to. Same story for Virginia Tech. Both of Nick and I voted them in the top 25, but no love from Joe. Joe did vote for UNLV, while Nick did vote for Iowa. All four of them received votes. And then we drop down. We have our number 25 team right here. It is Washington, and that is all Nick there. He votes them number 20. Enough points to get him to 25th in the poll. And that's he's the only one that voted from there. Liberty comes in at 24th, definitely the Conference USA favorite and a favorite to get to the playoffs there. Memphis comes in at 23, the other major group of five player for the playoffs. Also, another one would be Boise State, who did not receive votes, but they sit 23. Arizona sits 22. Joe and Nick both vote for them. I choose not to. And then 21 out of the SEC, Texas A&M. No love from Nick, but Joe and I both had them in the right around the 20 range there. We go through the next set. 20th is NC State out of the ACC. And really, Nick was high on him, had him at 15th. I had him at 22nd, as did Joe there. Miami, one of the more talented teams, they end up ranked number 19. Their ACC foe, Clemson, is one spot in front of them. That's just mainly because both Joe and Nick voted him 18th and I voted him 20th. Oklahoma State comes in at 17, and then Kansas State right in front of them at 16. Joe put them all the way up at 13, which is why they are so high. Our next set, we have Oklahoma, new to the SEC, sitting 15th. A lot of SEC schools here. Number 14, Tennessee, hoping Nico takes that next step. 13, LSU, and that's because I voted them 10th overall. Florida State sits 12th. They end up as one of the top ACC schools. Missouri, another SEC school, sits 11. Nick voted them 10. Both Joe and I voted them 11. And then Penn State is next. They start our top 10. Penn State sits there. Then number 9, Utah. I had them at 13th, but Joe and Nick both put them in the top 10, so they squeaked to number 9. Number 8 is our defending national champion, Michigan. Then number 7, Notre Dame. Well, I voted them 6th. Joe voted them 8th as the low spot. Alabama sits number 6. I voted them as low as 8th. Both Joe and Nick had them at 5th rank, but because of my vote, they dropped down to number 6. And now we hit our top 5. Number 5, Ole Miss. I know in my win totals, I think they can go undefeated. I voted them 5th. Both Joe and Nick voted them in 6th place. Number 4, Texas. They're going to be one of the good teams in the SEC this year. I do worry a little bit about them joining that new conference. I voted them 4th, as did Joe. Nick decided they were the 3rd best team in the nation. Speaking of number 3, we have Oregon. I think talent-wise, Oregon could end up being number 1 at the end of the year. Both Joe and I voted them 3rd, and Nick voted them 4th. Number 2, the Ohio State. Both Joe and I voted them 2nd, but Nick gave them a number 1 vote. They end up in 2nd place. Lots of talent, but questions about the offensive line and Will Howard. And then number 1, Georgia. Both Joe and I vote them number 1. Nick voted them number 2. They are the best team in the nation until proven otherwise, and they have our number 1 vote. We'll have these every week. We'll give you the top 25. Make sure to like, subscribe, share, and we'll have more content for you very soon.